The AFFF foam monitor system consists of 4 monitors inside the calibration canopy. 2 monitors are installed along the east side, with 2 more stationed along the west side. This is a typical foam monitor. The supply feeding the west side monitors originates in the fire riser room and enters the calibration canopy here. This piping contains a control valve plus tamper switch. The control valve should always be in the open position. On the opposite or east side, the foam monitor supply enters the canopy here. Like the west side monitor, the east side supply originates in the fire riser room and also has a control valve with tamper switch. Like the west side, this east side valve also should always be open. The foam system test header is used to flow test the foam system periodically. This is to make sure that the system is mixing foam correctly. This section of piping is also outfitted with a control valve and tamper switch and should always be closed. This is the supply feeding the west side foam monitors. The east side supply is in the same position but on the opposite side of the canopy. 4 foam monitor stations are installed inside the canopy, 1 at each corner of the building. When activated, the stations automatically oscillate back and forth at a preset speed. They are set to oscillate left to right at a 90-degree angle. The oscillation angle, speed of oscillation, and vertical spray angle were preset during system testing and do not require adjustment. These monitors can be operated manually if needed. More on that shortly. The control valve turns the water supply on and off and should always be in the open position. Like all the other valves, this valve also has a tamper switch. A tamper switch is designed to send a supervisory notification back to the fire alarm control system. This signals that the valve's position, open or closed, has been changed by someone or some condition. Any notification should always be checked. The pressure gauge should always read 0 unless the system is in operation. These gauges are used while testing the system to verify that design pressures are being achieved. After system operation, the drain valve should be opened to drain any trapped water out of the supply piping. These valves should always be in the closed position. They should be opened only to check for trapped water prior to any threatening temperatures. The monitor's gearbox houses and protects the internal working components. The spray pattern of the discharge nozzle was preset during system testing and should remain as set. The pattern can be adjusted if necessary by loosening this set screw and adjusting the nozzle by using the provided handles. Before adjusting the nozzle, we recommend closely observing or marking its position. That way, it can be easily moved back to the preset position. The elevation locking knob was also preset during system testing. This knob should not be adjusted unless you plan to use the monitor manually. To operate manually, this knob should be loosened. Just like the spray nozzle, we suggest carefully noting or marking the vertical position before adjusting it to make it easy to restore to its preset position. The swivel locking knob is used to fine-tune the swivel position. It too was preset during system testing. If you intend to use the monitor manually, loosening this knob will allow you to swivel the spray nozzle 360 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise. Before loosening the swivel knob, note or mark the swivel position relative to the monitor so you can more easily restore to its preset position. The tiller bar is used to manually operate the monitor. Before using the tiller bar, you need to loosen the elevation locking knob and the swivel locking knob.